check in with our Lauren Victory. She's been reporting there all morning in Northwest Indiana, checking on that damage. Lauren, where are you now?
Hi, Marie. So we are in Maryville, and when you hear us say trees are down, we're not just talking about limbs and branches. We're talking about trunks and huge portions of the tree. There's an example of where this tree debris came off of. People here say this tornado came out of nowhere. Homeowner Susan Anderson Rivera showed us where the tornado plucked her entire giant cherry tree out of her backyard. She lives in Maryville's Wright Manor neighborhood, where cleanup is well underway. We counted at least a dozen homes with holes in their roofs and trees in their yard just on her block, Roosevelt Place. One couple is in shock looking at what used to be their backyard oasis.
But once upon a time, this once was beautiful. The gazebo and the barbecuing area. But as you can see, it's all collapsed, destroyed.
CBS Skywatch gives us a bird's eye view of some other wreckage left behind in Maryville. Andrean High School is closed because of roof damage.
We heard the roof tear off, and we heard the windows blow out, and we felt the house move, picked up and slammed back down. But we're just glad to be alive.
That was Beth Bowen counting her blessings in Hebron, Indiana, where a tornado also touched down. It destroyed her house, garage, and pole barn. Bowen says she tried to hide in her crawl space, but the door wouldn't open because of pressure, so she actually had to ride the storm out in her laundry room. She was shaking when she told us that the tornado sounded like a freight train. Back out here live, a lot of activity here on 60th Drive and Roosevelt Place. If you can see, we're trying to point out there's a roof off in the distance that is very damaged, and there's also some folks in the next house over putting a tarp on their roof already. A lot of cleanup to be done here, as you can see, and a lot of work needs to be done by the NIPSCO power crews. Approximately 4,800 customers just in Maryville are in the dark right now. I'm Lauren Victory reporting live, CBS News Chicago.
Yeah, that work just beginning. Lauren, thank you so much. In southwest suburban Bridgeview, extensive damage to an apartment complex. The roof now missing from parts of these apartment buildings near 79th and Aikido. The fire chief says that people in 2 of those buildings were forced out of their homes. Over in Justice, you see this billboard crashed into the front of a motel. Our nonstop news crews came across the scene on South Roberts Road. You see that twisted metal draped over the walkway of the motel. In Bartlett, a tornado left a path of destruction in that northwestern suburb. On Route 59 and Stearns, a gas station lost several of its pumps to the wind. And just down the road, a child care center saw some damage. You see the fence there ripped out of the ground, scattered across the playground. Toys also strewn about. Those winds were really powerful. We know a gas station on Chicago's south side had its roof suffer its support column was ripped out of the ground. This was at the VP Racing Fuels at 87th and Cottage Grove in Chatham. That gas station now temporarily closed.